go.
All right, do I have a motion to come out of executive session?
That's kind of a gift, you know.
So moved. That's pretty sweet.
Somebody's got to make a motion.
I make a motion.
All right, motion made by Mr. Gaines,
That's
second
what
by
so moved
Mr.
is. I already did it.
Yeah.
Mr. Morrison, second.
Yeah, that's fine.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Let the record reflect no action was taken. All right,
Mr. President, 2 items to add. One is a resolution authorizing the presentation of local and private bill related to Trustmark Park. The second is authorization to instruct the State Department of Transportation with respect to funds available already on the Florence Byron Parkway project. And I'll quickly explain that. We've got the equivalent of about $6.5 million for Florence Byron Parkway. We asked DOT for authority, and y'all authorized the request to phase that project. We need to send DOT an instruction letter that says all of the money we have, we want to apply to phase 1. Okay, we need to use the money we have on phase 1. We just need to instruct DOT on that.
All right.
So I've got a letter here that Brad will sign indicating to DOT that's what we want those funds to be used for, phase 1, okay? So those 2 things need to be added. I need a motion to add both of those.
all right, I'll make a motion to add both of
Second.
these items. Second by Mr. Morrison. Any discussion? Not all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion to add, granted.
Right, the first thing I need is a motion to authorize a resolution approving the filing of a local and private that allows for cooperation between the county and the city of Pearl in some arrangement later to be determined that will allow for participation between the city and the county to maintain the presence of a AA franchise at Trustmark Park. Need a motion to approve that.
Motion. Of a number not to exceed.
Yes. So in your local and private that has been staged and is ready for filing, the max amount is 1.5 million, and that is for all of it. That's both entities participating, a max of 1.5 million. There's also a provision that says the county's participation is 50% of whatever is in total. No more than 50% of what in total is authorized to be distributed pursuant to the local and private. In other words, y'all are in for no more than half of whatever the number ends up being.
I got
Okay?
you.
That's my motion.
All right, motion made, Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Bishop. Any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to ask, does it need to have some wording in there that this is not locked down?
Yes, sir. It's annual, Jared,
I know,
and
but I
it says
mean,
up
because
to.
the way you just described it to me, if I was just listening, it said we're on the line, hook for it.
No, sir. Yeah, it's up to 1.5. It could be 1, it could be 500, and whatever the ultimate number ends up being, and that's a cooperative process, by the way, between the county and the city. Whatever that number ends up being annually, the county's portion will not exceed 50% of that number. So the max amount is 1.5, and it could be less, and y'all are in for half of whatever the number is.
It is negotiable too.
Yes, sir.
I
Each
just
year,
want that, like, out there,
each year, it'll have to be discussed.
so it won't look,
Okay?
yeah,
All right.
people understand.
All right,
Okay.
we got a motion by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Bishop. Discussion, any more discussion on this matter? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right, motion carried.
And on my second one, Brad, I need Brad to be authorized to execute this letter to Lee Frederick at the Mississippi Department of Transportation, giving him instructions on use of funds for Florence Byron Parkway.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second by Mr. Morrison. Any discussion? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion carried. All right, anything else in additional business?
I just got, one thing, and it's nothing I need really approve, it's just kind of a heads up. We're gonna do some upgrading on the, Old Fannin red lights. It's all state contract material. I talked to them yesterday. They thought once they got the material in, they could probably do 2 a day. So I don't think we're gonna inconvenience anybody, and this is kind of prepping and getting ready for our MPO project that'll be going on later this summer. On it, so. Stantec, we actually buy the parts on state contract, and Stantec has got a professional service that will install this stuff, so I've
I
talked.
think we've been happy with them, haven't we?
Yes, sir. I've talked to the installer and the state contract stuff, and they're getting all that together, so I can get to Bridget and access this, and this is in our budget to do this, so we'll be able to handle that. But in case somebody asks, it'll be video protection, and it'll kinda help the fire department, and sheriff's department at some point, so
All right.
that's all I have.
All right, do I have a motion to recess?
So moved.
31st.
Second.
Got a motion made by Mr. Bishop, second by Mr. Gaines. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye. All opposed, like sign.